She does like to be free, so
Give us free.
bully for you. Have fun with that.
She hasn't found the the secret passage out of the yard yet.
Oh, if Nora's with her, she finds it. Nora's like, we got to get out of here. We've been out here for too long. Let's run, bitch. Anyway, what's happening, Brandy?
None. Nothing and everything. Everything and nothing. All of those things. You know how it goes. What's going on with you?
I do know how it goes. Nothing and everything. Exactly what you said. Busy, busy, busy. Life is busy. I'm trying to keep up and sell houses and be healthy.
Keep up and sell houses.
Sell houses and stay healthy and grow my plants and help my kids thrive and be on the board and substitute and sell dog biscuits. I got a lot of fucking shit going on, my dude. Yeah. Have an event tomorrow. Hey, Beauty's Biscuits, check it out. This is how it began, which is really funny. Beautiesbiscuits.com. Use offer code LIES. Get 15% off. Tasty, delicious dog treats made for your dogs with pumpkin. They're very gentle and they'll love you for it. So that's what's going on with me. It's pure insanity. And I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm sure you just heard the reel go by on my phone. Molly Shannon.
It was she wore that hair?
Like a short curly hair.
Oh no.
It was one of her characters on SNL.
I was thinking of the chick,
she's superstar.
The middle-aged lady. Yeah, I know who Molly Shannon is. I was thinking of the character, but I was thinking of the character where she's the old lady with the thing, and she likes to kick. She's like 40 or something.
That's her.
Is
that's
that
her.
one?
Mm-hmm.
I like to kick.
Yeah, that's her. That's right.
Like, oh my god,
but you got it.
Oh, so it was that one.
It was that character,
right?
Yes, correct.
Oh, okay. But it didn't have curly hair. It was like a little afro, like a
something like
beehive or some fucking.
Their wigs change every episode. Every skit. Big deal. So you don't judge me. I'm Sunny Hepburn.
And I'm Brandy Fleeks.
And this is Book of Lies. The podcast.
What are you talking about, judge you?
Because you were like, last time, you're like, we didn't even introduce ourselves.
Oh, yeah, we didn't even like, and do our famous intro. It's both bitches!
Good job, Brandy. Good job. Hey, listeners. Hey, guys. We're back. Yay. Want, want, want.
Yeah.
If you aren't already, go ahead and connect with us on social. You can find us on Instagram or Facebook at Book of Lies Podcast, on Twitter /X at Book of Lies Pod.
It's fucking Twitter. Like
it's
never gonna be X. It's always gonna be Twitter.
It's always gonna be
Unless
Twitter.
They, take it offline for a couple of years, and then new people get on and they start calling it X.
Okay, that's true. We all are also on Patreon. You can meet us on Patreon. Hey, patrons, how you guys doing? I need to send you guys some love letters. I'll work on that. I promise. If you want to join us on Patreon and give us a little extra support, you can meet us at patreon.com/Book of Lies Podcast. We have bonus episodes there. Sometimes we share extra content. We'll send you some stickers, some socks, whatever we got. We'll send it to you as a thank you for being a part of the Bulb Posse. I like that. I like the way that sounds, the Bulb Posse. So you kind of told me what's been going on this week, Brandy. Anything else you want to share before we? Okay, what's been going on? How was your week? It's Friday on this side of the.
It is
the
Friday.
recording.
I have not had a day off yet, other than the weekends from substituting. So today is my only day off this month, which is. It's good because I need to get paid, but these tweens, 7th and 8th graders specifically, are like making me want to pull my hair out. Like yesterday I was in a class, and their teacher, the teacher they have right now is a permanent sub. So they might have a different teacher next year, so they have a permanent sub in this class. And she gave them worksheets to do. And one was, a warm up, which was basically like 2 or 3 questions from each section of the packet that they were going to do. And the packet was, it was the mystery of the metal meddler or whatever. Basically, it's like, somebody stole the metals from, this, I think it was like a track event or whatever. So there was like 10 pages of, stuff that they're supposed to do. The first page had the list of names of the suspect, and then you were supposed to solve the math problems on each page to get the clues to figure out who did it. And these kids were like, why she gotta give us this stuff to do? And she always do this. And I was just like, you guys, you have to do work. Like, you have to do work in class.
What do you mean we have to do work?
Exactly. What do you think? You're just going to sit here and stare at each other and be loud together in class and not do work when your teacher's not here?
That's exactly right. That's what we want to do.
So I was like, I explained to them what they were supposed to do on each page. Mm-hmm. And it was just like, this is hard. I'm like, you guys, this is your grade level math. Like, what are you talking about? Well, we didn't learn this. I'm like, you didn't learn this. This is literally just multiplication. You guys aren't stupid. You guys want to act like you are, but you're not stupid. So just do the work. So, yeah, it was a lot of that yesterday. And, Miss, can I go to the bathroom? Miss. And then, of course, one person will go to the bathroom, and then their friend will be like, can I go to the nurse? I'm like, you guys get on my... No, you can't go nowhere.
I only let one out at a time, like one gender out at a time. So
yeah, well, they're only allowed one student. So one student's only supposed to go out. But like, this girl was like, "Oh well, I think I might have overflowed, and I have to go check." I was like, "Okay." And then of course, the CSO come in, and she's like, "Who are those two?" Because they were wandering around outside. And I was like, I knew y'all was y'all was up to some bullshit. But so.
Oh yeah, so like you like. We have a thing like T30, truant. So if they're come to class later than 30 minutes or T30. If they skip out on class, T30. I was subbing yesterday and like these two girls went to the bathroom and didn't come back. And the last girl was pretending like she had to go pee really, really bad. She didn't come back. So I was like, y'all bitches are T30 and marking it on your shit and your parents are going to get a notification. Good luck with that.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here with that bullshit.
Yeah, and like there was kids, they think they're slick, so they think that when they have a sub, and like a lot of these kids, I recognize them, I know who they are, I know their names, I know their face, I know their behavior, but some of them I don't know because I've never been in their classes, right? Because I usually do SPED classes. Yesterday I wasn't in a SPED class. I had some students that were...
For you guys who don't know what a SPED class is, it's special education class.
Yeah, and so over there at that middle school, I usually do SPED. So yesterday it wasn't SPED, and so I had kids coming in my class that weren't in that class. So first period, there was a kid in my class that didn't belong in there. And then he was like, well, I'm in the next class. I was like, why are you in here? I was like, you know what happens when you have absences? Like, if you're chronically absent from a class, well, this is my first absent. I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. And then second period, same deal. A girl in my class that did not belong in there. And then they were like claiming to be other people that were in the class.
Oh, Lord.
So when I would call attendance and they didn't say here, I'd be like, who are you? Oh, I'm so-and-so. And of course, the one in first period, there was another kid who was like trying to ditch this class. So he said he was that kid. And then that kid came in because the security brought him to class. And I was just like, y'all get on my nerves. Like, seriously, you guys will do everything possible to not be in class.
Anyway, fuck these kids. Anyway, moving on.
So yeah. Oh, I saw Monkey Man. I told you.
No. You and what's his name saw it.
Yeah, it was really good. On our anniversary. It was fun. We went to see it. Okay. It was only 6 people in there because it was like 10 p.m.
And you enjoyed it?
Yeah, it was good. I liked it a lot more than I thought I would because I was like, I didn't like know the whole backstory going in. But yeah, it was really good. I was midway through, I was like, oh my God, like, I don't want to ruin it for you if you're going to see it, but
yeah, don't ruin it for me.
Dev Patel just like gets his ass kicked for no reason. Like he can fight, but he just gets his ass kicked in the ring, for money. I'm just like, oh my God, that would infuriate me. But whatever. That would like me as a fighter. I'd be like, I'm gonna kick your ass.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, he's the underdog and like the villain. Like they have the heels and the heroes, and so he's like the heel that everybody hates or whatever. So they just want the audience, likes it when he gets beat up. But
Well, my week was fine. Thanks for asking.
I did ask you earlier what's going on,
And we both said the same thing. And then
And
I
we
was
were
like,
talking about
well, you
houses.
told me. And then you were like, well, no, I didn't. So then no, I didn't either. So last week was my birthday. I have been ushered into the next level of life.
Oh yeah, level 43.
Fuck you, level 42.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm 42.
Some bitch.
Girl, I'm like, every time like I think about how old are you, like when I say my age, I'm like, oh, I'm 42. I always forget I'm 42.
Yeah, you're gonna be 44. It's back to me anyway. So I had a birthday this past Saturday. It was awesome. I woke up and I had presents downstairs and I had mimosa fixings.
Oh shit, okay.
And I was like, oh,
Was you drinking mimosas all day?
babe, you want me to day drink? I am for it. Well, I went to Zumba first just so I could feel productive.
What time was Zumba?
10.
Okay, so it wasn't like 5 a.m.
Fuck no. I would never on a Saturday. But I went to Zumba and then I came home and I took a nap and then I started drinking mimosas.
Okay, so at least you napped. Like you didn't come straight home from Zumba and like start drinking. I'm like that. Did you eat at least before?
I don't know.
Did you fuel your
I wasn't
workout?
starving or anything like that, but I usually do eat before I work out. So I just had mimosas all day and then my husband took us all out to dinner for my birthday.
So you had mimosas before we went, like the whole time before until before. Okay.
Yeah, sure did. Because I'm grown and I could do that. And then I was in bed before 9:30. It was amazing. Because mama be tired. Yeah, I was asleep by 9:30. I was like, been drinking all day. Of course I went to sleep. Duh. So that was cool. And this week I'm just, I didn't work at all the week of my birthday. I just did not sub or do anything. I was just like, fuck that. I was planting stuff and transplanting things in the garden and, doing real estate stuff, of course.
Well, that's working.
It is. I'm always working. Even though I'm not quote unquote working, I am always
You're not working for an hourly
wage or whatever for a W-2 job. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But mama's always working. Other than that, I'm happy to be back. We're happy you guys are here listening. So, Brandy, what are we talking about today?
Oh God. So today we are talking about Amy Carlson and Love Has Won, the Cult of Mother God. Yeah. So Amy Carlson was born November 30th, 1975 in McPherson, Kansas, to Linda and Dennis Carlson.
Linda.
Yeah, Linda and Dennis Carlson. And she, I guess didn't really have like a typical upbringing. Her parents got divorced when she was a kid, and then her dad got remarried, and like the stepmom was abusive. She would like put her in the closet.
The stepmom?
The stepmom.
Okay.
Would just like throw her in a closet like to punish her. Basically I think the mom said she was like taking out her anger toward the mom on Amy. And Amy was the oldest of like 3 girls. So of course, she got the majority of
she
the
bared
issues.
the brunt of the
Right. So Amy moves back in with her mom when she's like, I don't know, a teenager or something. And, she does the whole regular teenager thing, whatever. She ends up having a baby. She has a son, but she was fairly young, like maybe 18. And her and the son's dad broke up for whatever reason. And she gets with another dude and has a daughter. She's got a son and a daughter. And she apparently she got a job at McDonald's and like worked her way up to manager like really quick to to basically being a regional manager or something like that. Like she had her own store.
Okay.
And then one day, she just quits, walks away, doesn't say anything. Walks away from her kids, doesn't say anything.
Oh. Okay.
Leaves them at their house. Leaves them at the house alone.
How old were the kids when this happened?
5 and 8 or something like that.
That's
like,
fucked up.
Very young.
That's
very
fucked
young.
Up. Okay.
The grandma, goes over and she has to take the kids because they're home alone. The daughter, I don't know if they specified it. It's not in my notes. I think the son went to live with his dad, possibly, but the daughter lived with the grandma. So apparently Amy was online going to websites like, not quite spiritual websites, but like websites like mystical websites, new age websites. Basically like they believe in aliens and shit like that. Like, the websites, not like quite like Heaven's Gate websites, but websites that, believe that like aliens are trying to contact us and we're not enlightened enough to have them come and visit us and like to see them and all kinds of weird shit. But she basically is saying that like she's living in an alternate reality and that she tells a story about one time where she took ecstasy and she realizes that being on ecstasy is actually the reality and someone stole it from her. So they took her reality, that is supposed to be the reality where she's not on ecstasy is a false reality.
So everything right now is a false reality.
Yeah, like right now we're in a false reality.
Okay, sure.
Right. She meets this guy from these chat boards and all this other shit. She meets this dude and this man is like she's like 20 something at this point.
Well, if she just left her kids and she had her first kid at 18 and the oldest kid is 8, she's about 26.
Yeah, she's 20 something. She hooks up with a dude that has to be at least 60.
Oh, fuck no.
And he's missing teeth and he's like a shaggy man, like an old hippie man who has no teeth and who could be her grandpa.
I was going to say like Aoki Simmons, Russell Simmons' daughter. She's like 21 and she's dating some 60-year-old billionaire.
Well, he's a billionaire. It's not the same as dating an old hippie that doesn't have teeth.
Okay, he's a billionaire.
I mean, I'm not saying it's okay, but, she has a better reason than this.
100%.
That's all I'm saying. I mean, and they have daddy issues because Russell Simmons apparently is a shit dad.
Well, apparently he was involved with some bullshit, so,
Exactly. And that's why he's like over in fucking, where's he at, in Bali or something, like not coming back.
Oh, he's like, you catch me if you can, motherfucker.
Right, because yes. Okay, so yeah, in 2006, she's on a website that's called Lightworkers, right? So in 2006, I was 26, she's 5 years older than me, so she was 31. Mm-hmm. Okay, so they call it, so this website, Lightworkers, the people claim to be connected to higher vibrational frequencies of nature. That's that's what he says, this man. She hooks up with a guy from there who calls himself Amaranth.
Amaranth, okay.
Amaranth, and she moves to Crestone, Colorado.
Okay.
And they declare themselves Mother and Father God. So she's Mother God and he's Father God. And she starts putting out videos online to spread their message, right? And, she just records the sky. They, think that clouds are starships that are cloaked. And they're, they talk to the clouds like, oh, we love you guys. And, super duper, okay, woo. And... woo! 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 And they spread, that she's Mother God and the conscious world is an illusion, is what she says. And love is what is important.
She's right. Love is what that.
But we're in an illusion.
Oh.
And so the only thing that matters is love. She
All you
also
need
starts
is
putting out
love.
conspiracy theories
Love.
about how certain world organizations are collapsing and all kinds of nonsense.
Does she have like a real following?
She starts getting a following.
Okay. Because, I mean, you could scream to the rooftops all kinds of dumb shit.
Right.
But if nobody's listening, who cares?
Yeah, no, she starts getting a following. So, one day, this guy named Michael just appears. Like, he comes, you know.
Angel Michael.
Well, we're getting there.
Oh, okay.
We're getting there because, yes, she calls him her archangel.
Oh, great.
So, she just... Okay. So, Michael joins her, and she leaves Amaranth.
Oh, the toothless...
The toothless hippie guy. So, they're together for a few years, and then she ends up leaving him to go somewhere else with Michael. They go to Mount Shasta, California. Mm-hmm. Apparently, people believe, not just them, other people as well, believe that Mount Shasta and that Crestone, Colorado, are portals. Like, the veil is thin between here and wherever, you know, these other people believe. So they believe that there's a lot of, like, alien, you know, sightings and things like that, because the veil is thin, is what they say. And Michael starts to become her money handler. So they start a website.
Oh.
And she's putting up videos, you know, on her website, and, you know, they're doing recordings. And actually, no, they haven't started a website yet. They're gonna start a website. But for now, he becomes the money handler. And so whatever she wants, he buys.
Nice.
Like, whatever she wants, he buys. But more and more men keep, like, coming to her group. So another dude comes, and she starts sleeping with him.
Okay.
She tells him, you know, you're brilliant. You're, like, she blows smoke up his ass. Like, maybe he is. I don't know. He seemed to be, you know, pretty aware, because he would question her. Like, apparently she had a drinking problem. Like, she would just, like, get fucking lit and pass out every night. Ooh. And they did a lot of mushrooms, you know, psychedelic shit. And so she, like, they would get high or whatever, and she would, you know, he would question her and be like, so what if this is, you know, what if you're not Mother God? And then she would be like, you know, yeah, you're right. Like, you're right. What if I'm not? You know, what if I'm mistaken? What if this is and then Michael would step in and be like, no, she's Mother God. You're Mother God. And, like, Michael told, his name is Andrew, and he's questioning her. And so Michael doesn't like it. And Michael's like, listen, if you don't knock that shit off, we're going to kick you out. So they start a website. Michael's like, Andrew's like, you know, we can, you know, this could be bigger. Like, this whole thing could be bigger. So they start a website, and as the website gets bigger, they start getting money because they have a donation thing. You know, they get donations, and she offers spiritual cleansings.
Ooh, cleanse my spirituals.
Right. So she offers spiritual cleansings for a fee. And so they start making a lot of money. And as they're making more and more money, she starts amassing things like jewelry, boho dresses, just trinkets, you know, stuff that's shiny and pretty. And
I bet a bunch of
sparkly
boho dresses and, like, lots of turquoise and,
yes,
like, straw hats and
turquoise.
shit.
She would wear, like, necklaces that had, you know, like, little things. She would wear them on her head, like, you know, like little fucking crowns or whatever. There's a video of her that they have in the this episode is brought to us by Netflix, of course, because I watched this documentary on Netflix. Okay. And then I bought a People magazine. It was, like, all about, like, fucking cults and stuff, and they were in it. And I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Word.
So People and Netflix. And so there's a video of her on the documentary wearing a Belle dress, Belle of Beauty and the Beast, dressed as Belle, wearing Cinderella clear slippers, and prancing around, like, just spinning like a little kid.
Finally, I've made it. I've got my dress and my slippers.
Right. So, you know, she just, like, likes stuff. And so, you know, fucking, like, sun catchers and fucking, just all kinds of shit, hippie stuff all over the place, and I mean, I'm not saying hippie stuff like bad, but shit that you would expect to see at a hippie commune.
Got it.
Aside from her, boho, like all her fucking jewelry and whatnot. More people just start showing up. They basically, like, they're in a house, and it's like a 5,000 square foot house.
Where?
In Shasta, Mount Shasta. And people are just showing up.
What are they attracted to? Like, what's bringing them in?
They're attracted to her.
Okay.
She has, like, an energy that people just want to be around her.
It's the Riz. Is that what the kids call it nowadays?
Ugh. And they call her Mother God.
Okay.
And they call her mother, and they call her mom.
Got it.
But she goes through father gods, because now Andrew is the second father god.
Okay. Michael's the first.
Amaranth was the first.
Is the first. Okay.
Michael is the archangel.
Oh.
Andrew is father god.
So is Michael like her hand?
He handles all the money.
He handles her business.
Yeah, he's the money man. So she calls herself, like, ends up like calling herself mother of all creation.
Has she gone back for her kids?
No, she left them.
Just fuck.
They're gone. Like, she left them, fucked off, had no contact with them, did not call them ever. Forgot that she had kids.
Must be nice to be able to do that.
I mean, if that's child abandonment, that if her mom wanted to have her ass arrested, she could have.
Yeah.
So people are leaving their jobs, cashing in their 401ks, giving all their money to this lady, and coming to Mount Shasta, California, to be in her presence. There's like
cash in their 401ks.
They're literally leaving their fucking everything they've known and loved.
Wow.
Leaving their families. Their families are like trying to do welfare checks because they know, like, oh, she left to go, with this lady that she's been watching online. And there's a girl who, so there was the one girl that was from Florida. She left her house, left everything that she knew to go to Mount Shasta because Mother God told her, you should come and you can do spiritual cleansings too. So she comes and she becomes one of the people that's doing the spiritual cleansings because up to this point, Amy is the only one doing them. So, of course, she's going to get burnt out if she's doing and multiple spiritual cleansings a day, every day. It should be
exhausting, right? It should be like, take a toll on you, on your energy, right?
So she comes, she goes up there. Another, like, more and more people just keep coming. There's, like, at one point, I think they said there was, like, 50 people in this house.
That's too much.
Just sleeping. They sleep everywhere. On the floor. If there's room on a bed, they'll sleep on a bed.
Do you know what I'm hearing, like what I'm seeing, visualizing is Klaus from Umbrella Academy when he had a cult?
Yeah, except Klaus was, well, no, I guess, yeah. I mean, she didn't look like Klaus, obviously. But, like, Andrew was, clean shaven. He just looked like a middle America guy. Like,
right.
Just a random dude. He didn't look like he would be into all of this shit.
Okay.
As Mother of Creation, she has ambassadors, or what they call her intergalactic team, who are all dead celebrities.
I'm dead.
Robin Williams is her main, they call them, her main intergalactic. They call them the intergalactics.
But he wasn't passed when this is happening, right?
No, yeah, he died in 2013, 2014. 2018 and 2019 is when people start just showing up to her.
Okay. 2014.
Yeah, in 2014.
Okay.
So she's got on there Robin Williams, Elvis, fucking
Marilyn Monroe.
Marilyn Monroe. Michael Jackson's on there. Elvis is on there.
Passed in 2008. Okay. Or was it 2009? It was
2009. Elvis is on there. And they even put Donald Trump on there, even though he's the only one that was on there that wasn't dead. Saint Germain, the fucking saint, an actual saint, was on there. And so they were her advisors. They would tell her what she should and shouldn't do. What she should eat, what time she should sleep, how much alcohol to drink, how much of anything that she needed to do, they would advise her. And they would speak to her, and they would speak to her she had these two chicks on like that were her in her ear, and so they would talk to them and they would, advise her of what the intergalactic said as well. It's just fucking chaotic bonkers nonsense. They call them, and they're her angels. So they're her angels or ambassadors or her intergalactic team that they just call intergalactics. Total fucking bullshit, right?
Who comes up? Let's call them the intergalactic.
She did.
Team.
She called them that. She made
I'm
it all
saying,
up.
Like, wow.
And these people believe her. They believe what she's saying. Mm-hmm. And of course, people are donating like thousands of dollars to this lady. Just donations. At one point, she wants to have a dune buggy, right? I think they called it a go-kart. It was a fucking dune buggy. Mm-hmm. She wanted a go-kart, so they were like pushing hard for people to donate so that they could get her this fucking dune buggy. It was so stupid. I was just like, you're literally telling people to give you money so you can buy a fucking toy. Not because you need to eat. Not because, you have a medical need. You want a toy. And they're like badgering, their audience to donate. It was weird. They also start selling merch. So they start selling and making and selling colloidal silver.
What the hell is that?
Colloidal silver is a fucking fake drug. It's literal silver particles that have been melted down and mixed with an alcohol solution. What? It's what fucking, what's his name? Jim Baker. He started during COVID. He was trying to tout that colloidal silver cured COVID.
No way.
Yes. He was selling it online, saying that it was a cure for COVID, and he got in trouble.
Because he was lying.
They believe it's a medicine and it's a cure-all. It hasn't been proven to be a medicine for shit. And it's actually toxic to you when taken in high doses. Wow. She was taking this stuff. Like, they all started taking this stuff, but she was taking it like crazy.
So, and it makes you crazy?
It fucks your liver up. It's like your body's not meant to process silver.
Your body's not made to process silver?
No. And so she, along with her alcoholism, she also had an eating disorder. She was anorexic because the Galactics would tell her what to eat and what not to eat. So, of course, they say don't eat. She's not eating. But she's drinking. Oh, she's drinking.
They say I can drink alcohol, though.
Right. So she's drinking and she's fucking just living basically like a hedonistic lifestyle. She's sleeping with other people. Like, she sleeps with all the well, I won't say all of them, but she was sleeping with a lot of the dudes. With Andrew, she was like, when you're ready, let me know when you're ready so we can have sex. Like, that kind of shit. When she first met him.
Damn, that's how you get in.
So, as this happens, another dude shows up. She starts fucking him.
I hope she's on, like, birth control.
He becomes Father God. So now Andrew's still there, but he's no longer Father God. Now this new dude is Father
Whoever
God.
the new dick is, that's who it's about.
Right. And I forgot what his name was, too. So, bleh. He becomes Father God, and he's like, like, at some point, he's like, I believe there's another Father out there. There's another Father God coming. Like, he had a premonition. So they continue doing videos, and they're doing more and more videos. Now it's not just her doing videos. Now they're doing videos, and sometimes they do videos without her.
Question: are they sharing them on YouTube or just on their website?
I believe they might just be on the website. You can Google Amy Carlson or creation. Love Has Won. They decided to name the website Love Has Won. Oh. So the website is called Love Has Won, and that website's still up. WON.
Mm-hmm.
It's still up. They're still selling stuff.
Wow.
They make candles, so you can buy candles from them. You can, purchase a spiritual cleansing. You can do whatever. I mean, you can buy shit from them, but they are just like, they're on a path to destruction. So at some point, Father God 3 is like, I believe there's a fourth father. There's another Father God that's going to come. And
so what is she doing? Like, she's just buying stuff and putting out videos and sleeping with dudes?
Mm-hmm. That's it. That's it. She doesn't do anything else. Everybody does everything for her. If they have to go shopping, she doesn't go. No, they don't care about money. They just want to be with her.
And she's taking care of everybody.
The money is taking care of everybody.
Right. I mean, she's bringing in the money.
Right. Michael is the money man. So if they need food,
Michael handles it.
Michael gives whoever, a card or money. They go to the store, they get food.
Okay.
They, anything that they need, Michael will make it happen with the money.
That sounds awesome. I see the problem.
But she starts getting sick.
Okay.
She starts getting sick and she starts losing weight and she starts fucking like her feet.
Well, she's not eating.
She's not eating.
She's drinking.
She's drinking heavily every
she's
day.
Also having colloidal silver.
She's taking colloidal silver because, that's her medicine. That's the thing that's going to fix everything.
Yeah, sounds like a path to destruction to me.
Mm-hmm. They're still in Mount Shasta. And they're there for a while until she has a premonition. The Galactics tell her that she needs to move to Hawaii. And so they move, a few of them, like 10 of them.
Move to Hawaii. So there's still people that are staying in Mount Shasta. And Michael is in Crestone. So the third father god the fourth father god has arrived. And it's this fucking guy who is an ex-con. I forgot what his name is too. But he is gross. Absolutely gross. He has a broken tooth. He looks like super scummy. He apparently was arrested for like vandalism, fucking child endangerment. And they have kids at this commune. There are people who brought their children. And so at some point, the authorities come and take all the children from these people. There's one lady especially, she had like 2 or 3 kids, and they took her kids. And she let them, like, because she wanted to stay there. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, have them.
She wanted her kids, but she wanted to stay there. And so instead of leaving so you can keep your fucking kids, you fucking allow the authorities to take your fucking kids because you're an idiot. I mean, that's what it is. Like, this whole thing, it's a whole, like, and I understand that, people can fall victim to a charismatic leader, because that's what she was. She was a charismatic leader. People just wanted to be around her. Fine. But your kids, like, honestly, this lady's not more important than your kids. So.
That whole rant, it wasn't a rant, it was a point. It's going on Instagram.
So, yeah, they take the kids, because there's literally bodies. There's adults. So many adults in this house. Yeah, and you have your little girls in a house with a whole bunch of adults, especially male adults. You know what I mean? You don't know what's going, anything can happen to them kids. But she starts getting sick. She has the Galactus tell her that she needs to go to Hawaii. So she goes to Hawaii. I can't remember if it was Kauai. I think it was Kauai. And she's there for like 6 months, I want to say. She fucks up and she fucking announces that she's Pele. The goddess Pele. The goddess of fire.
Oh.
Lightning, wind, dance, and volcanoes. So she claims to be Pele, and that's when they're like, nope. Mm-mm.
Oh.
You gotta go, bitch.
Oh, word? So I feel like I'm having like deja vu.
Well, the people gathered outside of her house where she was staying, and they were like, get the fuck out of here. You don't belong here. How dare you claim to be Pele? How dare you claim to be our goddess? You're a white bitch who came to this fucking this place to be an idiot. You're a fucking cult leader. Get the fuck out of here. She's in Hawaii. She did this in Hawaii. They kicked her out. They chased them off.
Get out
I was like, oh shit. Like they packed their shit and they fucking left.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, that's some fucking organization right there. They were like throwing rocks at the cars on the way.
They were like, don't come here with that bullshit.
Exactly. Don't come here with that bullshit. They were like, how dare you claim to be a god? Like, who do you think you are?
You think we're stupid?
Exactly. And so, those people were not into it. Like where she was in Mount Shasta is a remote place. You could, you can have your little commune. People aren't really wondering about what you, but like they were apparently, like, there were some neighbors who, like, were trying to get them shut down.
Of course.
That's why the police showed up.
Of course. They're like, there's some weird shit happening, and I don't want it happening next to me.
Right.
Get it sorted or aborted. Like, you know.
So, yeah. So they got kicked out of Hawaii and went back to Mount Shasta. And so her health just starts to decline to the point where she can't even fucking walk. She can't even use her legs. She just starts getting sick and frail. She's like, my legs don't work. They're carrying her around. Like, she has 2 people that carry her around. She has people that bathe her. She starts turning blue.
Fuck.
Because of the colloidal silver.
Blue.
It's on my phone, and of course my phone.
So,
is
do you
downstairs.
remember Bride Wars with Anne Hathaway and Kate Hudson? She's like, it's blue.
Yeah.
Blue.
Yeah.
That's how you were saying blue.
Girl, she was blue. She would her parents, her mom and her sister, took her ass on Dr. Phil. They took her on Dr. Phil. They were trying to get him to help her, but Dr. Phil's useless. He doesn't he's not a helper. He's a fucking exploiter. He is trash. Dr. Phil did not do shit to help her. And so, you know, she was mad. She was like, how dare they? Like, I am upset with my family. How dare they take me on Dr. Phil and try to tell me I'm not Mother God and blah, 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 and that I need help. Like, she was mad. The whole thing was just, like, bananas. So, people are, you know, they have to carry her around. She can't walk anymore. Basically, like... It's like she's going into organ failure pretty much. But they're still doing their thing. They're still making candles. They're still making colloidal silver. She's taking so much colloidal silver. The Galactics are telling her to take all this colloidal silver, and she's fucking turning blue. It's disgusting.
Oh my goodness.
She's turning blue. Her teeth, because you know how like when when people start to get like emaciated, their teeth start to shift.
Yeah.
Her teeth started looking fucked up. Her like she had a really pretty smile, but then her teeth started shifting and they started looking crazy. Like she didn't look good at all. She looked sick.
Well, she obviously was sick. She turned blue.
Yes.
She's not eating. You said she's anorexic.
Yeah, she's anorexic.
She's
like,
drinking
they're
alcohol.
like, eat one sandwich a day. Like the Galactics are telling her, eat one sandwich a day. Shit like that.
I would kill everybody if I could only eat one sandwich a day.
Yeah,
I'd be so angry.
It's ridiculous. But, you know, and everybody around her is just yesing her. Yes, 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 yes. Nobody's concerned that she's blue. Nobody's fucking concerned that she literally can't walk anymore. Oh, and they're saying that she, as Mother God, is going to transition and be taken up in a spaceship by the Galactics. And she has to, because the people on Earth are not receiving her message. They don't care. So they're not receiving her message, and it's making her sick. That's what's making her sick, is the people, this planet's making her sick because we don't care about her message.
Oh, that's exactly right.
And they're going online and badgering people to donate money to her.
Wow.
Woo!
So, I mean, Dr. Phil must have been the ultimate exposure.
Yeah, the people looking at her like this.
Sideways.
Like
dumb.
Like, what? Ma'am, you are blue. Like, she was blue on Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil, they didn't show a clip where he mentioned that she was blue, but she was fucking blue. She was in the bed. Like, she couldn't even, like, she was in her bed, you know, on camera.
Oh, on camera.
Talking to Dr. Phil.
Okay.
Yeah, from a, you know, whatever they call it.
Zoom?
It probably wasn't Zoom, but yeah.
A camera?
Mm-hmm.
A phone?
Yeah. You know.
She teleconferenced in?
Exactly. Exactly.
Well, damn. Okay.
Yeah, and her her mom and her sister were like trying to plead with her, and she was just like, no,
I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm good.
So, the guy that's her father god right now. Okay, so the last father god, his name was Jason Castillo. He is gross looking. He has a long ponytail.
Why do you hit on the ponytail, Brandy?
He is, in the documentary, he has an ankle monitor on. Because he was in jail. He looks like literally they show him getting out of the shower. He is doing the documentary. He has no shirt on. He's just wearing jeans and his hair is wet. And he's smoking a cigarette and he looks gross. He looks like a scuzzball. So this guy, Jason Castillo, he literally while she was, ailing, he was running the show. So apparently he was throwing parties and loud parties, playing loud music all hours of the day. And it wasn't the good serene music that she would be playing. He was playing fucking heavy metal music, like death metal. And, some of the followers were like, dude, this isn't what she would be doing. You know what I mean? This is not the way. He would yell at people. He was verbally abusive, and he would get drunk and get stoned and just be telling, basically yelling at people, telling them what to do, all kinds of weird stuff that didn't align with what they were doing. And so but he doted on her. Anything she needed, he was there. With her, they were, I guess soulmates. I don't know. Fucking, he's Father God, she's Mother God, whatever.
Father God
number 4. He's the last Father God. Pretty soon she starts to just become bedridden, and she can't even they can't get her because usually they're moving her around. They have a wheelchair, they wheel her around in. She did not want to go to a hospital. She refused to go to a hospital. She wasn't going to go to the what do they call it? I was going to say the man's hospital. They didn't use the word the man, but that's basically what they were saying.
Damn the man.
The Illusions Hospital or some shit. It was just, just outlandish. So she was at home. So she'd be in pain. They would put her in the bath so she could, maybe ease some pain. So she'd be in a bath, and then she'd be in the bed. They had a one of those hot tubs, those blow up hot tubs that they have.
Okay.
You've seen those?
Yeah.
Yeah, so she'd be in there. So they would put her in there, then they'd put her, back in bed. They would have to carry her. Yeah. And she started she was just getting sicker and sicker, so she was pretty much dying. They were taking, they would take her temperature. They had one of those, what are those things that they use to find ghosts? Those electromagnetic electromagnetic detector things, that gives off
that type of energy,
a reading or whatever. So they would use that to measure. Yeah, they're just so fucking weird. They put her in the bed, put her in the bath. She's just going from the bed to the bath, for repeatedly over her final moments, because she ends up dying in the house in Mount Shasta. She dies in the house in Mount Shasta, and they keep her body. Oh, no. They keep her body in Mount Shasta for a few days. They're waiting for the Galactics to come and get her actual physical body. They're waiting for it to be beamed up.
Okay.
It doesn't happen. They're waiting. I think they keep her 4 days. And they're it didn't smell, and they were putting up this electromagnetic monitor thing to her, and it was giving off energy, yeah. And she would put it against herself, and it the energy wasn't the same as it was. And I was just
what's the silver she drank?
They're she. Very well could have been, right? Yeah. They're wow, look at there's all this activity. There's still activity, blah, 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 blah. And I was just you guys are fucking stupid. I'm saying this to the TV as I'm watching it. Finally, Jason makes the decision. They're going to take her back to Crestone.
Number 4?
Mm-hmm. So they're going to drive from Shasta to Crestone, Colorado with a body in the car.
Ooh.
That's illegal.
Oh. Taking a dead body across state line.
Mm-hmm.
You're transporting a body.
It's illegal.
And they have even reported her death.
Right. They tell Michael. Okay. The money man. They tell him. Uh-huh. But Michael, I guess when they told Michael, he started taking all the money out of the accounts.
I bet. Why he still had access.
Uh-huh. He was the only one with access.
Damn, Michael.
He starts taking all the money out of the accounts.
Bet.
So Jason's like, we need to take her back to Crestone, and we need to stop Michael from taking all the money. Okay. So they're hauling ass across state lines with a body in their car. They get pulled over, and they're like, oh, and if we get pulled over, we're just going to pretend that like it's just a bunch of blankets in the back. Sure. So they get there. They don't encounter the law, but they get there. Michael's like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? You brought her here? A dead body? What? So he calls the police. He's like, this is my house, because it's the house that they have in Crestone. So the property in Crestone that they were at, it was in Michael's name. He never put it in her name when they bought the house.
What? It's in Michael's name?
It's in Michael's name. Michael's like, these people showed up at my house with a body. They don't have permission to be here. And the police are like, well, his name's on the property. You guys can't be here. And you transported a dead body? So, of course, they get arrested. They get arrested. Because they're like, so how did she die? Like, what is going on? And so they're like, well, she died in bed, blah, 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 blah. And, they're like, you didn't report the body. And it's improper, what do they call it? Improper handling of remains. So they go to jail. Well, they get arrested. Michael owns a house and has, I think it was like $300,000 that he took out of the, that they had in the accounts that he took.
$300,000?
Mm-hmm. Michael benefits from her death. He's the only one that benefits from her death, basically, because everything is in his name. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, he's like, this is my house. They showed up here. They have a body, blah, 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 blah. Like, he basically distances himself, like, acts like he doesn't even know what the fuck's going on with them. Mm-hmm. Like, they're just, these people are here. These people are here and they have a body. Like, isn't that fucked up? Like, these are people that trusted you with all their money because these people gave him all their money.
Yeah, their 401ks, their retirement,
mm-hmm.
money.
Everything that they've ever made, they gave it to him. Well, they gave it to her, but he had, control of it. She gave it to him. So, I want to say her mom and her sister never got her body. Like, they never released the body to her. I don't. Hold on, let me see. Because I was just like, what? It's so fucked up. But the kids still have never, like, seen their mom for, like, 20 years. Because they're adults now. The daughter is like, she wrote a letter to her mom basically saying, how could you just leave us? Like, you left me at a house alone, unsupervised. Apparently her hair was all fucking matted and shit when the grandma found her at the house alone. Damn. Yeah, her parent. I don't think her mom or her sister ever like received her body. They never got to do like, a proper memorial or a proper service for her or anything. It's all on here. It's all on Wikipedia. I didn't even like Google it. Yeah, so it was a core group of 12 to 20 members that were living in Crestone. Oh, also, I forgot to mention, they were like saying shit like racist fucking shit. They were saying fucking, and there was like maybe one or two black people there, and there was an Asian lady there. But they would say fucking fucked up shit about Jewish people. They would say shit about, they were saying that Donald Trump was a heaven sent, and like he was going to clear out all of the bad people. Like, just so fucking weird. They would just say like all kinds of fucked up stuff. So apparently Amy claimed that she had cancer. But she was never diagnosed with cancer. Maybe the Galactics told her she had cancer. She never went to a doctor, so of course she was never diagnosed with cancer. However, the fact that she was malnourished, in poor fucking health, drinking silver, she died. So after she died, the group broke up. So Jason, Father God, decided to go to make another, like a splinter group, and a few people went with him. And the main people that followed her from before Jason showed up stayed together. And then, like, some people left, after their judgment had cleared, after she was gone. They left and went back to their families. The lady that had the kids left and went back and got her kids. So their website, let's Google it. Their website, I believe, still works. lovehaswon.com. The Open Door, empowering company culture. What the fuck is this? So it leads to another website, an AI website, apparently. That's hilarious. They're like, let's just jump on that right now. So they would, like, I told you she would put out, like, conspiracy theories. A lot of QAnon conspiracy theories. She said the Holocaust and, the 9/11 and the school shootings were hoaxes, shit like that. Wow. She said a lot of, like, a lot of fucked up shit that would make people angry. Like, she, like, basically was like a right winger. Oh, it's loveisone.org. Fuck. Why does it say webarchive.org? Donate. So we have donate Gaia's Whole Healing Essentials. Their shit. They have a co-create about mom. So yeah, this is her before she turned blue. Okay. They have, like, a blanket of her like this. They have and the funny thing is, like, she was really pretty before she, like, left and started doing all this weird shit. She was really pretty. It looked like she, like, kept herself put together really well. She had, like, a nice little bob haircut, wore makeup, and then she started putting shit like that on her head. Jason split off into another group and created his group is called Love Reigns. Love Reigns. And apparently Joy Reigns. Apparently still up and running. I mean, he was in jail when they did this thing, but yeah, they said they found her body mummified. Like, it didn't start to decompose. It, like, I'm gonna assume, because of all the silver that she consumed, that it just stopped her from decomposing the way a body would, because after a few days it would start to smell. And they were like, it didn't have a smell, and that she was still warm to the touch. But that is the story of Mother God. And love has won. Michael took the money. There was no way they could like get it back. He took it. The bank accounts are in his name. Like, everything was in his name. So, what can they do? And what year did she die? In 2021. At that time, it was during COVID, so I think people were looking for something, searching for answers, some place, to have community, whatever. She was putting out nonsense online, and they were like, oh yeah, she's such a beautiful person, and they wanted to be in her presence. The Galactic Federation of Light, the Church Ministry of Mother God of all creation, turned me off. Was like when she started talking about clouds were spaceships, I was just like, this is stupid. Mm-hmm. I was like, what are you talking about, ma'am? Like, you didn't believe this before, and now suddenly you believe this? Like, how does your mindset shift so much? Oh, it was the ecstasy, of course. She took the ecstasy, and it just, like, opened up her world or whatever. I'm like, ma'am, no. No, ma'am. Like, something broke in her brain. That's crazy, bro. The Ego Workbook. It's an in-depth workbook that goes through every ego programming to give a greater understanding of the programming and how to transform it. What the fuck? April 19th, they're having an etheric connections masterclass. April 22nd, grid workers, something. It just went somewhere. Oh, they're promoting the documentary.
And that was on Netflix?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just, there's so many. This is one of the girls that's in the documentary. That's her. So they're on YouTube. I don't know if they're like public videos on YouTube. She's in the documentary. She's one of the people that stayed. And she was the first one that she told to come and do the spiritual cleansings.
I don't know, man. Like, I mean, it sounds kind of cool to just, like, live and get money and eat and hang out with people. But it's like, damn, there's too many dudes here, and I need my own space.
There was like couples there too. There was an old lady there. I was like, why is that old lady there? Ma'am, you are well into your 60s and you just now decided to have a mind shift to come join a cult?
It could have been cool. I don't know.
Yep, that's the cult of Mother God, and love has won.
Wow. All right, then. All right. It is what it is.
I really wanted to, there's the story of Natalia Grace. Have you seen that?
The girl who's like little or something like that. Actually,
she has dwarfism.
That we talked about her.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about her because I watched both because there's two documentaries. There's his side, which was her dad, and then there's her side, which is Natalia Grace. And I watched them both, and I was just like, this is bullshit, and it's total fraud. So I was like, yeah, we need to talk about that. So I guess I'll do that one next time.
Johanna suggested that, and I was like, okay, but I was
The Curious Case of Natalia Grace.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Have you watched anything new lately? Anything? It doesn't have to be new, but new for you to be watching.
I watched. So there's 2 seasons, and the second season just came out. I watched Heartbreak High, and it's based in Australia, and it's about these high schoolers who are sex obsessed. Of course, they're always sex obsessed, right? But the first episode opens where it doesn't open but like in the first episode, somebody has on a wall in a building, like I guess it's a stairwell, they put up an incest map.
What?
So basically, it's a map of all the students who slept with each other.
Ah, okay.
So it was like, so-and-so fucked so-and-so, fucked so-and-so, fucked so-and-so, fucked so-and-so, so-and-so fucked this person, and this person, so-and-so did this with that person, so it's a list of names, and it's huge. It's on a wall.
Okay.
And the girls who did it, one girl, her name is Harper. Harper is the white girl. Why can't I think of her name? Shit, why can't I think of her name?
We don't have to know the names.
Yeah, but we do have to know the names. We have to know those 2 names at least. Heartbreak High. Okay. Amory. Amory is the brown girl. And apparently there's these girls, they call them black, but they're not like black. It's really weird. Like apparently black doesn't mean black, like African of African descent or something in Australia. Because there's these 2 girls and okay, so this girl right here and this girl. Okay, you can't even see her. It's not even a close up, but this girl right here. They're not black, but they call them black girls. I don't know why. Maybe I'll do some what the ethnicity of these people are. Bunjalung, apparently is what they are. They call them black. Okay. Anyway, so they draw this map. Amory and Harper, and they get in trouble. And so all the names that are on the map, they have to take a sex class. Oh. And there's one kid who's new to the school, and somehow his name got on that map. And so he's like, I'm not even supposed to be in this class. I don't know why I'm in here. This is my first day here.
Oh, damn. Oh, no. Are you okay?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But, and so it's about their exploits or whatever, their escapades and all this stuff, And, I mean, it's a pretty good show. It says it's a drama series, but that shit is hilarious.
What is it on?
It's on Netflix.
It's called Sex Lit?
It's called Heartbreak High.
Heartbreak High. Okay.
Yeah. And it's funny because, everybody has sex with everybody. And apparently everybody's fluid. Everybody.
Oh, they're open to it.
Everybody's fluid. Except for this one white kid who is, so, toxically masculine. It's disgusting. He's the bully one. Yeah. But, yeah, it's wow. Everybody's sleeping with everybody. Regardless of gender.
Okay.
So...
World, right?
Right, because I was like, oh, okay, yeah, there's this one kid. Oh, there's one that is he's a non-binary, or they're a non-binary person, so they only sleep with men, but everyone else sleeps with everybody else except for the white kid too. But that's what that's what I was watching this week, and I caught up on. Mama June, of course, I've been watching that, and then girl, June Shannon needs her ass kicked. She stole money from Alana, Honey Boo Boo, her daughter, and refuses to give it back. Yeah, it's fucked up. So, what have you been watching? What have you been binging? What have you been?
I've been watching Martin on Netflix.
Escaping with? Okay.
Watching Martin from Netflix, and I'm just like, this fool, it's funny, it's entertainment, and it's he was one of the ones that he's dressing up as so many different characters. Not just Shanae, not just his mom, not just little
Jerome,
Marco, little boy, Roscoe, whatever the fuck.
Roscoe, yeah, he was Jerome. He was the security guard.
He was the white guy.
At the party.
and he works with Gina. He's the white guy in their department. And it's just annoying.
Yeah.
He's doing so many. There was just when he was the mechanic. Don't you know no good?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! And they're doing a lot of work with his face and stuff. Looking at it's fun, and he's dramatic, and yeah, I'm watching Martin. And what else? I don't know what else I'm watching. I don't know. Things. But yeah, Martin is a good time,
Mm-hmm. Well, how far have you gotten into it?
I'm on season 2.
Oh, okay. What is there, 8 seasons?
5.
5? Oh, okay.
Just 5 seasons. So, yeah, it's all good. I don't know what I don't think I've been really been watching. I finally watched, Nimona. Yeah, I finally watched that. I was like, oh, okay, there's stuff going on up in here. Got it.
The dragon girl.
Yeah, but then the knights or whoever they're gay. So that's interesting. I mean, whatever. Nothing comes to mind when you've been watching. I've just been trying to educate myself and get houses sold, honestly, because I try not to not show emotion as much, but not get too worked up about things.
What things?
Business.
Anything or
business things with real estate.
Okay.
Just because it is a up and down roller coaster of emotions, and if you allow it to affect you, it's just so I'm just I'm not stressed. I'm feeling good right now because I just got 2 showings today for this house,
and I'm feeling good.
About for some weeks. And I'm just what's gonna help me? But I mean, I have the contract for 3 months, and it's only been 3 weeks, and I need to just calm the fuck down.
Oh, so you were freaking out about
is this gonna get sold? Oh my gosh, I've got all these listings and I have to sell them.
What am I gonna do? So how many listings do you have?
I have 4 listings.
Okay, so not the one down the street from mom.
That's one of mine. I still have it.
Okay.
I took it off market for now until they're ready. I still have the contract until June. This one by Burnham. This one that I was just at, that one's on Jacaranda. And then I got a listing at the mobile home park off of Sierra Highway, Whispering Hills.
Where's that at?
Off Sierra Highway.
Yeah, but there's Desert Rose.
You turn left.
Oh, it's over there. There's a mobile home park over there?
There's a mobile home park over there. It's really nice.
Oh, wait.
Not the...
next to the old people house?
Yeah.
Or the old people...
Mobile
old people house.
And then, like, the extended stay motel.
Right. So, okay, so it's next to the... Oh, it's between them. Okay.
Yeah. So it's a really nice one.
Oh, that has like a little jungle gym, like a little play place right in front? Okay. Oh, okay. I didn't know. I thought those were... I didn't know they were mobile homes. I thought it was just like a housing thing or something. I have no idea.
Okay. Well, anyway, that's my latest listing.
Oh, okay.
So I'm trying to, like, I would listen to this podcast and they say, feeling bad, take a listing. Get a listing, take another listing. Because, like, even though you have the listing, it doesn't mean you've sold the listing, right? I've lost listings, which sucks.
There's a house for sale that's actually over
on the street.
around. Actually, I think it's on Johanna Street.
People are selling houses. I feel like the market.
They're moving to Texas and shit.
I feel like the market's about to flip because there's more houses being put up on the market. A lot of people are selling. And then this whole, I can't believe I'm talking about this whole NAR lawsuit.
What the hell is that?
I'm glad you don't know.
What the fuck is that?
That's like the only thing that's been in my feed. It's a National Association of Realtors lawsuit.
Oh.
And they had to pay millions.
You said I can't believe I'm talking about this.
Everybody's talking about it. It's so annoying, but it's like...
It's because you follow real estate.
Exactly.
That's why.
100%. And so it's just saying that you have to negotiate. You have to talk to the listing agent and negotiate. We're no longer allowed to display the commission amount on the listing. Usually it'll say, hey, this house is for sale for XYZ, and the commission is this if we work together. That's how you get paid. Now it's not displayed there anymore, and everybody's like, what do we do? The commissions are gone.
You make a fucking phone call.
Exactly. The commissions aren't gone. You need to talk to people.
Yeah.
You need to ask questions. And people have been...
They don't want to interact with each other? Like, what the hell?
Some people are weird. Some people are really bad at communicating. 100%. I've talked to some, like, really shitty people. I'm just like, ugh, I don't want to work with you ever. But, you have to talk to each other. Like, when you get the listing, you negotiate the commission. And so, it's a part of... Oh, and on top of that, when you're dealing with buyers, you have to have them enter into a contract with you that we are working together exclusively.
Right, that's what you should do anyway. So they're not working with other people at the same time.
But then also that, hey, my commission amount is 3%.
Period.
Period. XY is period. So more than likely the person listing the home will offer you that commission. More than likely. But in the chance that they don't, you have to be willing to pay my commission. And it can be financed, of course. It can be built into your loan and all these things, but...
What do you mean, willing to pay them? Like, you don't have a choice. If you want to work with me, you have to pay me.
Period. That's what people are freaking out about.
They didn't realize this? I mean, what
established agents know this. They do this already. But newbies like me, like I've been in the industry for 2 years, and I've never had anyone sign a buyer agency agreement, and it's scary for people to have to get people to like pay you what you're worth or have that conversation.
Pay you what is required. What is the standard?
Exactly. Everything's negotiable, though. You know what I'm saying?
No.
So, anyway, exactly. So that's what that is. Before it's just like, hey, you want to see some houses? I'll show you some houses. I'm going to get paid. Whatever. It's all good. Now it's like, the person selling their home, they don't have to pay you, the buyer's agent, a commission. They don't have to do that. They, like, I don't want to. Like, I'll pay you your 3%, but for them, I don't want to pay it.
So, okay, so the buyer's agent also has to get paid by the seller?
That's how it's working now, yeah. That's how it works now.
Okay, so if
like my listing now.
Yeah.
I gave her a deal because is gonna lose her house, or she needs to sell it. And so I worked the numbers so she could actually make money. So rather than like a 6% commission, which I usually take, I'm on the hot mic right now. Oh my gosh. Usually take 6%. Like that's what I charge. That's what it is. I'll usually have like 3.5%, and then I'll offer the listing agent 2.5%. So with this house that I'm selling now, I gave her a 4.5% commission for the home. So instead of so now the breakdown's different. So for the buyer's agent, they'll get 2%, and then I'll get 2.5%.
All right. Okay.
And you negotiated, and I worked out that deal, and she agreed to it, and so I'm able to offer it out and collaborate with people to get the deal done.
Okay.
So I mean, you have to negotiate. Sadly, some people just be like, fine. Like, well, so and so said they'll do it for this. I'm like, well, so and so doesn't have kids. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I don't know. I just went off into a total tangent right now. I don't remember.
You were talking about hag. What is it called? Har?
Nar. But I was watching Martin and then just real estate in my feed. That's about it. Hey guys, thank you for being here with us. Thank you for listening. We love making the podcast. Let us know that you're listening. Like, give us a like, give us a share. Send us an email at bookofliespodcast.com and say hi, or follow us on social and we'll follow back. Okay? So I'm Sunny Hepburn.
And I'm Brandy Fleeks.
And this was
Book of Lies.
The podcast.
It's Bolt, bitches.